stay together because you're constantly selling something. You sell attention, right? They give you attention, you give attention. So when you think about it, we are always selling something. And right now, your main job is to sell your skill set, sell yourself as a person that adds value to an organization. And we want to learn how to do that. We want to learn about sales and marketing. And the most important, I cannot emphasize this enough. That's why you guys have weekly interview mastery. Because if I only teach you interview, where a lot of you have taken interview identity shift, and if you don't practice it, you don't get better at it. This is the same thing with the sales. If you don't practice reaching out, you don't get good at it. If you don't practice talking to recruiters, you don't get good at it. So because you spend so much time doing all of the things we teach you to get to that interview. And if you go to an interview unprepared, without practice, you can lose it right away, because a lot of competition goes to interview. They are super ready. They have role play, they have practiced it. And the same thing happens in every step of the process, from recruiter calls, manager calls, uh, different stages of interview. Those are all sales, because you use your tongue, right? You use your presence. It's not paper anymore. Paper is just resumes. Get the text gets you to the interview, gets you to the phone call. From then on, it's your sales skills. And sales skills is only getting improved by practicing. Remember, confidence is not something you wait for. It is built through repetition and exposure. And thanks to Breakthrough Elites School. In Breakthrough Elites, you get to execute on a daily basis. Why? Because we have a community of inspired people. Because we have a community that send us notification. How many notification you get from our app? Right? This is by design, because you, and don't think that it's free, guys. It's a costly process to keep you activated, to keep you motivated. Emails like texts, ads, all of those are not free. These are We are spending money so you guys stay motivated. So take advantage of that. And you don't have much time. A lot of people come here and they think they have the entire year to find a job. No, you're supposed to get your job within the 3 months maximum. If you work hard, if you work on the important things, you'll get the job. If you waste your time chit chatting and doing unnecessary stuff that we don't want, then yes, 1 year. Some people don't even do that. Some people just disappear. I see when I go to your chart, I see the guy was active 4 months ago. He was active 2 months ago, and now he's active again. And he tells me I cannot find a job. I'm like, yes, of course you cannot find a job, because it has to be on a campaign. You have to repeat. Repetition will give you confidence. The confidence will translate into excellence in the interviews, and people start liking you. People start giving you opportunities. And once you enter an organization, then yes, then you can take it easy. But before that, you have to really go at it. It's not easy. But we give you the tools. We give you the chart. We give you the notifications. We give you everything you need to stay motivated to do the fruitful jobs, fruitful tasks. These are actually the tasks that get you further. We don't want to do tasks that don't get you further. Focus on the task that gets you further in the job hunting and getting the job. So that's why we need to learn those. And you might say, who is this guy? Why Alex know what Alex knows about sales? Right? That's a valid question. Alex is an HR guy. What does he know about sales? Why he talks about branding and sales? So I have to give you a little bit of a story behind the whole thing. So I started selling stuff at the school from 12 years old. I used to, because sales is in my gene. I come from a family of like salesmen. My grandpa, my dad, like we've always like I love sales. It's a passion. I started selling stuff, Valentine's card at school. Like I was making money when I was 12 years old, and then throughout the school, I was always making money. My first job, like professional job, was at LG at 18 years old. before I'm even eligible because they were hiring graduates, but they hired me. I was 18 years old. I just started my engineering at Sharif University, and I was also working. And then I got involved in international sales in some in an exporting company in my early 20s before I immigrated. And then when I immigrated at 23, I didn't have confidence in sales in North America until I met with Pierce. And if you don't know who Pierce is one of the, you can Google him, Pierce Brent. He's one of the most reputed marketing professors uh, in John Molson School of Business, and he was the advisor to Stephen Harper, the Prime Minister of Canada at the time. He, like, getting time from this guy was impossible. And his classes, people bring chairs with themselves from their home to be able to sit in that class. So the class always full, and people had more, like, there was a lineup outside to just attend his class. So I was lucky to attend his classes and learn from him, and he taught me how I can go out there and do the sales so I can get jobs in sales. So I listened to him. I got my first job in sales when I was a student, and that was exactly when I learned the real sale. Like, it was like a Wolf of Wall Street. There was a floor of salesmen, like it was 100 of us, getting trained, making phone calls, and I really learned the real sales. I was doing sales back home, but it was way different than what I learned during that. So, long story short, I got away from sales into HR consulting after